Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today we are doing the second of the two videos I like to do on a show that I see. If you don't know what I'm talking about, briefly, for every show that I see I like to try and do two separate videos. The first one being the last one, which was the Nervous Guide. The Nervous Guide is basically anything you need to know about the show before going in, so anything like sensory warnings, content warnings, my view from my seat. Occasionally we talk about toilets. If it's a new venue to me, I try and talk about the venue. And then we have this video here, the second one. This is the review. The review is always in inverted commas because at the end of the day I'm in no way professional and I just like to talk about theatre. Oh. And in this one we basically talk about the things I enjoyed about the show and people I enjoyed during the show and things like that. So yeah, that was quite quick for me doing that whole spiel. So if you want to know my thoughts and feelings on Marie and Rosetta, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 whole seconds. So let's get into it. This show. Now, I often say I knew nothing about this show going in. For this one in particular, this could not be said with any more chest because I literally knew nothing. Apart from, there was 2 things I kind of knew. Firstly, that Beverly Knight was in this show, and secondly, that it was based kind of on real life events and real life people. After that, I knew nothing. I'd never heard of the 2 characters who are Sister Rosetta Thorpe and Mary Knight. And when you have been in this show and you've sat there for 1 hour and 40 minutes and those words come out your mouth, you literally like, that is insane, because when you find out who those people are, especially Sister Rosetta Thorpe, it's just crazy, because that woman was basically one of the trailblazers for so many people that are big names. I'm also going to say big male names, such as Elvis, Chuck Berry, Johnny Cash, to name a few. Sister Rosetta is just one of those people that I since seeing this show, want to know so much more about. And this play, which has been produced by Rose Theatre and Chichester Festival Theatre and the ETT, which stands for English Touring Theatre. This play tells the story from basically the initial meeting of the 2 people and their first experiences listening to each other sing and listening to each other's thoughts and feelings and backgrounds, to how the show ends, which I don't want to completely ruin. It takes you along with them, it picks you up, it embraces you, it is so incredible how this show has been put together. The show itself has been written by George Brandt, and for this production it has been directed by Monique Tulio. I'm gonna say point blank, hands above my head, apologies to anyone whose name I completely abuse. I have tried to Google people's names and how they're pronounced, so apologies, because I hate getting these things wrong, but I am well aware that 9 times out of 10 I'm saying people's names wrong. I'm sorry, but Monique has just done amazing things with this show. You learn so much about these 2 people. You are literally, the way that it has been directed by Monique means that, like I said, you literally get embraced in their story, you get attached to the pair of them, you feel what they feel, you experience what they experience. It's just amazing how it has been put together. The attention to detail on the creative side, from set, which has been done by Lily Arnold, to costume, which has been done by Jodie Simone Howe, to the movement, which has been done by Chloe Dean. Every part of it is just immense and so cleverly put together, because at the end of the day it's two people on the stage with a band kind of scattered behind and to the sides of them. This set is a single set. The only two things that really move prop wise is a piano stool and a guitar case, and they are pivotal pieces of set that get used to embrace the musical side of the two. And I just really enjoyed the set. I still think about now, and I'm like 3 days on from seeing this show. Also wanted to mention that the entirety, I'm pretty sure, of the band are female. This is very female heavy, and as you can see, they're all people of colour. This just highlights the importance of this show and the importance of the creativeness of it. Just this group that are telling this story are the group that need to tell this story, and I just absolutely love it, hand on heart. Like I said, the cast of this show is two people strong, and what a pair to put together. Like I mentioned at the beginning, the role of Sister Rosetta is being played by Beverly Knight. Now, we all know what a powerful voice that woman has, and I have also seen her in previous productions in different shows and knew that she was going to be absolutely phenomenal. And the heart, the soul, the everything she puts into this performance is absolutely amazing. And then the second person that is in this show is called Dombizobla Globu, and hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I've literally picked up the Spotlight podcast from the Wolverhampton Grand to say that, because that woman playing Marie Knight was insane. The talent on that stage between the two of them was something special. I'm mentioning that Spotlight podcast. During it, Beverly Knight was like, this is the start of the atmospheric rise of Dombizobla, and I can 100% agree. The talent on that stage, the voices, the chemistry, everything about the storytelling that happens during this play is like nothing else. You are grabbed in the beginning, you are taken on a journey, and you almost forget that this is basically two people telling this story, and that things like this place and everything around them does not change, because you are literally locked in on those two, and it's just basically, I am in love. It's amazing. This play has literally made me want to learn so much more. I'm going to mention it again because it's still in the back of my head from watching it last night, but the podcast, which I will try and remember to link down below in case you want to go and check it out, was so interesting because they also came from two different places. Beverly Knight knew of Sister Rosetta and her life before she was attached to the project, and then on the opposite side to that, Dombizobla, who came from little knowledge and got into the rehearsal space, and who got into the audition situation with Beverly Knight, and the entirety of the casting and director and everyone were literally just like in awe of what was going on. And it was such an interesting podcast to actually listen to, and it was very interesting to find out that that kind of situation had begun in the initial audition time, because they also mentioned in that podcast the fact that it wasn't until over 30-40 years after her death that she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and for a very long time she was in a grave that was unmarked. There was no headstone because there is not the fortune in the people that Rosetta left behind to get a headstone, to get this recognition. And this play has just made me so interested and wanting to learn so much more about these two people, because as the show and the play highlights, they are a pivotal point in music that has been forgotten, and that is a great shame. I am so lucky that the Walls Grand got this production, because it only is taking on 3 venues. It did the Rose Theatre, it then came to us at the Grand for a week, and now it is going to the Chichester Festival Theatre from the 25th of June to the 26th of July, and I would 100% recommend grabbing a ticket to see this absolutely phenomenal show. Like I said, it's going to be sticking with me for a while. I really want to do a little bit more research and also listen to a little bit more of Rosetta's music, because it is out there, and it's just incredible. Also would 100% recommend and request that there is a cast recording made at some point for this stunning duo, because their voices together were so beautiful. If nothing else, please just take away from this video that you need to go and grab a ticket. Go to the Chichester Festival Theatre, buy yourself a ticket. I did look earlier and it does say limited availability. It's just a great show. Please go and check it out, because it is phenomenal. I can't even say the word, but it is just that. It is great. So I'm going to finish rambling on now, because I think this has took like 3 separate takes. So if the camera's gone in and out then in, because my batteries are all dying at the same time. Why? So yeah, hopefully it's not like majorly obvious, and if it is, you know why now. That's why you need to get to the end of these videos, because you'll find out information such as that. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. Go and grab a ticket to see Marie and Rosetta if you can, and also if you have time and you would like to find out more information about the show from people who have got better talking skills than I have and are at the centre of it, go and check out that Spotlight podcast between the 2 actors, because it is very interesting and really great to listen to or watch. It's a video podcast. But go and get yourself a ticket, and please enjoy yourself. But all that's left to say is usual, I love you all lots. Thank you so much for getting to the end. Congratulations if you have. And finally, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen and goodbye. Bye.